Hey y'all, it's me, Laura B. with Craft and See at Laura B. Or, you know what I'm saying. My channel, Craft and See with Laura B. I know what I'm saying, it just doesn't sound like it. Anyway, sorry. Good morning. It is Sunday a.m. for me, about 8:15. Not that I've been up for a while, so that's not the issue. I just get flustered when the camera comes on. Anyway, so I have to say that I have been working madly like a fiend in the background with a new inspiration, new lady on YouTube that I found very inspired by. But first, I have to apologize. I was gone all last week. I had one of those medical procedures that you have to, well, basically study for a couple of days. And yeah, not a whole lot of sleep to be had because you have to drink that vile drink. Well, okay, it wasn't vile. The drink was not vile. The drink wasn't bad at all. Anyway, enough said about that. So that took me out of commission for most of the week. And then I've just been playing because I met a new lady, y'all. I have a new woman in my life. Her name is Laurel Beard. And she is on YouTube, and she's actually a card maker. That's what she does. She makes cards. Now, I found her, you know how they pop up in your feed, on her alcohol inks. And so we are going to be doing some alcohol ink play. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer. And hopefully I'll finish what I was finishing, and then I will just... Okay, this is tentative. Hopefully, once I start, I will just continue through, kind of do a little, okay, we're done for today, and then go right on in tomorrow. I do have an Inspired by Wednesdays, or You're My Inspiration Wednesdays, but she's such an inspiration, I just can't stop. Somebody stop me. What have I done from Laurel Beard? Well, I learned how to do this. Alcohol inks onto a ceramic mug. Now, this one is not sealed, and it comes right off. As you can see, even with, I'm not wearing gloves. So, once it's sealed, obviously it won't come off, but the beautiful thing about this is you spray a little alcohol ink on it, and you can just wipe it right off. Once you seal it, it is... you're not going to, first of all, you're not going to get any on the inside. This is my practice mug. It's got ink from when I used it as a pen holder, so I am not worried. This won't be given to anyone. It is just practice. I mean, look at me. I know. I was an idiot. I was playing in this, and then I had to go out and make sure the chicken door opened. Bought a new automatic chicken door. More on that in a bit. Anyway. And it's still working out its bugs of when it's going to open and when it's not. So I went out there about 7:10, and the chicks were ready to come out, and the door wasn't open yet. So anyway, once I opened the door, and then I went out and cleaned out the coop, got the little chicken poops out of there, and then came back in and obviously took my gloves off because I'd been wearing them, and forgot to put them back on and continued playing. Because as the song goes, I'm a little dip, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. Anyway, what else did we do? One of the other problems I have is lovely Walmart. One size fits most. Let me make sure I'm still in frame. Yes, you can see me. So one size fits most. And this is how big they are. So technically, one size does fit most. I mean, it goes on, it goes on, but look at that. I mean, I have wide palms and short fingers, but they consider that one size fits most. Anyway, it actually is difficult to work with alcohol inks because it gets on the fingers and it kind of goes everywhere. So what have I been doing? Well, I made this one, and avert your eyes for 2 seconds once my count is through. Uno, dos, tres. There we go. I just had to unplug me. Anyway, so I did stuff like this. Now, this is the the side that I actually put the alcohol inks on. And then get you on the flip side. So you can get 2 uses out of, which I will show you if I was good. And I was. I'm about to have craft avalanches all over the place. This is something that I'm doing right here. This journal. And let me see where I put I made pockets out of those. And I want to show you how they turned out. Like this, right here. So all I did is I took this side, I used the part that I did the alcohol inks on. So right side up. And then just cut out coordinating paper that I liked and made a frame. Then there, you just put your tag on in like this. And with gluing this on here, I've hidden any kind of ripply effects from the vellum. So this is vellum. And where's my other one? My other one. We will do a flip through of this. This might be another project I'm doing today. I don't know. Since filming tends to be difficult for me. So I like this because it kind of picked up just a slight, right here, the greens, slight yellow to it. And then just, this card needs something. I just can't figure out what it is. Trust me, between that one and another one, I've searched and searched and searched. And cannot figure it out. Alright, so let me put this back in its thing. Alright, alrighty then. What else have I done that's along the vellum line? Okay, these are not vellum, but we will be talking about those later. Oh, look what I picked up at the $1.25 store. Oh, all cutting dies. Okay. So we're doing the vellum. Let me see if I have any other. I know I put some others in here to flatten. I have this big medical book behind me. And there we are. These two I'm trying to flatten, and I didn't quite like the look of this one. I mean, I guess it's okay. It has its uses. Everything will have their use. And they got kind of crunched. So anyway, for the next few days, in addition to working in my new fall journal that I'm doing. Kind of tried to straighten them. They're not doing so well. Anyway, so yeah, we've got lots to do. Like I said, I apologize for being, you know, missing in action all last week, but I just had so much to do. Well, you know, that whole thing, that whole test, and I'm not accustomed to doing extended fasts to where I can go. I won't even say how long I'll go without eating because I don't want anybody to get all upset at me and, oh, you can't do that. Anyway, but, you know, I had just done an extended fast because you know how you know what the date is? Because I know when payday is, and I knew this procedure was the day after payday, and I knew the payday was, you know, within a few days. But I conveniently thought the 4th was like 2 weeks out. So if I had known that, I might not have scheduled my extended fast 2 days before I had to basically do another one. Anyway, but it's done. It's over with. Yay me. I did it. I did it. I got these alcohol inks in the browns because these did not have any browns. These were vibrant colors. And in order to do, where to put it, I'm telling you, my desk is such a wreck. It's not even funny. It's just not. It's here, there. I made these faux vintage tapes. And if I have gloves on, I could see how big that is. Look at that. I mean, I get that I have short little fingers, but still. So they kind of look like this. All right. Now that I've introduced everything, let me start my timer because, you know, I'm letting the time get away from me. So, like I said, I will try to get through this in a timely manner. All right, I set it for 45 minutes. Let us see. Let me take the inks out. Now, I am going to be using a lot of my heat gun. I don't know if I'll speed this up or not, but here goes. Now, yes, I'm going to take them all out. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's... Oh, yes. I really like when I do this, depending on when I'm going to do the sunset, and I will do some of that later. So I'm kind of just getting out what I think that I might like. Let's do just a little bit of black out. I'll get my whites out, and then I'll leave it. And I'll leave it for now. Got my trusty alcohol bottle. Now, got these two, you know, straw to blow through. This I probably won't use because it works better on the little tape. I thought there was something else I was going to get out. Nope. Oh, yeah. I'm looking for this stupid bottle. And I think I got defunct because this thing comes out insanely easy. Insanely easy. Look at that. And I have dumped, like when I started this a couple days ago, it was up to here. And it just keeps... It just... Alright. Shut up and let's get going. I'm going to try the cocoa. Now, again, I do not... I am not a professional. Oh. Stupid fuzz. There. And see, I get it all over me right away. It's all over me immediately. Because, and I haven't figured out yet, let me come off, how to get the lids back on alcohol inks in a timely manner so they don't spill. Because, you know, it's me. It's me. It's going to spill eventually. Now this is caramel. I've used cocoa and caramel. And again, I'm just plain. I kind of have an idea of what I'm looking for, but whether I'll get there or not, I do not know. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of heat gun use on this. So here we go. And let me warm it up first. So it's just a matter of kind of doing what you like. Here we go. Whoa. Let me untangle my cord. And I'm going to turn it on low. And I just blow and kind of angle where I want it. Again, I am just plain. There are plenty of other creators on YouTube that will do a better job than I can do. And I would encourage you to go watch Laurel Beard. And actually, I will try to remember to link the playlist to her alcohol inks. But I learned so much from her. Now, like I said, she's a card maker. That's kind of her jam. That's what she does. And yes, these do curl up. Sometimes they curl up more than others. This is Spice, which I love. Look at how that blends to the whole vintage. If you were to do just a vintage. Now I'm going to put a little bit of poppy red in there, because I am going for fall. So I do kind of want these to mimic Now I'm going back to putting my lids back on my stuff before I spill them, which I have done. And obviously I had it all over my hands. All right, here we go. You can spread it over there, or all right. Turn her off. Let's try some walnut. It's another really good one. Like I said, I'm never going to get these to match what I have done before. We all know that. When it comes to stuff like that, it is just, you do it and hope for the best. Now this one, again, hopefully it won't do it on camera. But you definitely can't even try to do a micro squeeze on it. It does not like it. Now, one of the reasons I'm drying it beforehand is so the colors, well, the colors will mix, but at least I can kind of try to control some of it. Alright, now let's go in with this mirror, this sunset, which is a beautiful orange. And then come in with just a touch of black. It was funny, Missy was saying the other day, she's like, something about, can you get it, just a tiny little drop? I laughed. I had to laugh at that. I'm like, a tiny little drop? On purpose? Probably not. As you can see, I'm just trying to get the edges a little bit. And reactivate it. Alright, let's see. I'm going to do a little dry. Again, what I like about it is I don't necessarily like the front that I've done. I mean, you get a good look out of it, but what I really like is the underside. But since I'm not done here, alright, so we have put some walnut in there. Let us come and done the spice. Let's do this one real quick. And yes, you gotta squeeze these suckers. And like really, if you have any kind of finger strength issue like this, they can be very difficult to open. This one just is like hung up that last little bit. As you can see, I'm really having a difficult time with this. I don't know if I put it on. Woo! There you go. I'm gonna hold my hand here. Like I said, I'm just playing more than anything. And ask Mitzi, I have been as happy as a clam in high tide playing the last 2 days. I mean, just nothing but playing. Just playing. Here we go with the thing again. Alright, so here's the proof. Let's see. It's okay from this side. Let's flip it around. See how it that look it gives it, and I still want to do more of that marigold. Or not marigold, sunset. I have a marigold. Okay. Actually, I kind of like that. I should have left it. I like that better. I like the orange. I really do. Obviously, let me clean this up so we can look at it actually properly. Make sure all my caps are on, because they're notorious about you think they're on, but they're not on. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just counting, making sure I have everything I need. Clean up the subbies with some rubbing alcohol. You know, obviously a clean whatever. Alright, now I'm going to attempt, let's see if I can do it. I have some black. There's my box. Let's do some purple. Like I said, we'll try some, that's lemon. We'll try some marigold, but if I remember correctly, it's not some parakeet orange. There's ruby. We'll do some ruby. Actually, I'll do the poppy red, I think. Yeah. Let me do just a quick. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's the look I'm going for. That's the look I'm going for. So what has everybody been up to? I mean, I've been gone. I haven't heard anything from anybody. EM, thank you. If I remember correctly, you are my latest subscriber. Thank you. I actually have a gentleman, at least one gentleman subscriber, and that just stokes me. You know, that's just good night, nurse. Quit knocking everything over. I find that, yay. There. Trust me, there's a method to my madness. Here. Or it could be a madness to my method. Okay, we're back. Now I've got my color wheel up here because I want to make sure it's difficult because it doesn't have a there. Here's my little color wheel. So I'm like, okay, if I go, all right, come on. I'm talking, not paying attention. Dang it, not paying attention. Ah. There we go. See, so that's what happens when you're not paying attention. You kind of curl up more than you want. All right, righty. So if I do, okay. Let's see. I do have a violet. Here we are. So. tell what I'm doing? Alright, so what have I told y'all what I've been up to. Oh, I got an automatic chicken door that actually works. And I paid a fair, pretty penny for it. Alright, let's dry. So I come in at an angle. So you can already see how that's working out. Let's do some green. This is parakeet green. Oop. Actually, let's just kind of... So as you can see, the green, and I don't have a purple on here, so that makes it a little difficult for me. Here. See, this side doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't have a purple on here to tell me what... Anyway. I am not an artist. I do not know colors, any of that kind of thing. Let me see the back. Let's try to do some of this marigold and see what we get. Up. Alright, now I'm going to try just a touch more of black. And if you didn't know, these alcohol inks don't smell that great. Must have a lot of formaldehyde. Ooh. I am satisfied. Oops, sorry. Horrible noise. Horrible noise. Not as bad to me as mouth noises, though. Oh my god, they're like nails on a chalkboard. That and screaming. High-pitched sounds. You know, like huskies and stuff. It really hurts. There we go. And I'm thinking that's pretty dang good for Halloween. What do y'all think? So we have this one, which is really dark for autumn leaves, which I love. How much time have I done? Huh, so 25 minutes. We're going pretty well. All right, so there we go. On these and on this. I absolutely love it. All right, what else do we want to do? So we got these. I'm going to put them in my big book over here. So they will dry flat, hopefully. Hopefully is the key phrase there. Hopefully. All right. Yeah. So what else do we want to? We'll just keep on going in this vein and see. This is the problem. One thing I hate about alcohol inks is they do tend to, as I'm tipping them, they have a mind of their own. All right. So let's. There was something I wanted to do. I hate that. You know, when you have these ideas and you don't write them down because you're going to remember them. And yes, I'm using quite a bit. Stay. I've got a soundtrack. I can speak, but I can't speak and concentrate on something else, apparently. ABBA. Mamma Mia. Songs. Soundtrack stuck in my head. How can I forget you? Since the day we parted, my, Mamma Mia. Now, I am actually kind of having a thing in mind when I do this today. Kind of. Not necessarily. And I hesitate to say what it is, because in case it doesn't work, which it very well may not. Sorry, I know it's loud. That was a lot, huh? That was a lot, but I have a goal in mind. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work the way I kind of wanted it to. That is working better. Oops. And one thing I like about alcohol inks is they're pretty forgiving. Let's try the caramel. Let's do a latte. Speaking of, if I can get it open, itch my face, scratch my face. Try not to do it with the alcohol ink part. I sure hope I'm in frame. Oh, let's see what will magenta. May. I've figured out that low is a good heat setting, at least for me. Mamma mia. Just so you know where I'm at. Mamma mia. Here we go again. Looking for another yellow. Okay, now back. Come on now. Back I know I'm quiet a lot, but quiet a lot. We don't want this one. Let's do the caramel. Mitzi and I were talking about this the other day. Caramel or caramel? I grew up with it being called caramel, but I also believe from what I understand, the correct pronunciation is actually caramel. There's Caramel, California, and there's caramel. Or is it Carmel? It's Carmel. Yeah, see? I've washed this out, but don't worry. There. Oop. Stand back up. My friend Jennifer has never seen that movie, by the way. Let me see where I'm at. Ooh, I like, but, can't let it get too much foil. Now, any of you that can does this, I hope I'm not being, you're not cringing on my take of what I'm doing. So as hard as it's going to be for me to not do everything that I want to do in like one go, let me wash off my surface, put my lids back on so I don't spill anything or lose anything. There it is. There. Here's closed. It's gonna make a squeaking sound. I apologize. Whew. Knocked that over, but didn't knock that. Make sure. Whew, see, that lid wasn't on all the way. Alright, so what did I do? Automatic chicken door. So I was so proud of myself. Cut the piece of wood. Kind of had to jerry-rig everything over the opening existing door. Anyway, so I got that, put it in. And it was, you know, working pretty well. It has an issue with opening in the morning. It just, especially, yeah, I've never gotten it to, only 2 or 3 times has it opened by itself in the morning. Anyway, so I realized I'd put it in backwards. And so I decided just, you know, forget the whole monkey work thing, and I went and got a piece of plywood that was like, I don't know, 3 by 3 foot by 3 4. I don't know the measurements now off the top of my head of plywood, a 1/2 inch plywood, and I ripped all of the facing off the door. All of it is gone. I had to remove everything, and then I cut the new piece of plywood, cut the door out with my jigsaw. Now, I am not an expert at my jigsaw, hardly. And while it's a passable job, there's definitely room for improvement. Then I put the chicken door in the correct way. And like I said, for the most part, it works. I did have to go up and open it today. And I think it's a matter of how much light it is getting where it's at. So, still have to do some jerry-rigging, monkeying around with it, but yay! Yay, which means I can actually go out of town now. I can actually, if I want to, I can leave. And I don't have to worry about if Joe can't open and close for whatever reason. So this is what it looks like on this side. And let me stand up. Moving my chair. While it has its, trying to get it where the light, let me turn off some lights. I'm gonna make it dim. There we go. But gotta stand on my tippy toes to see in this. You see how it shines, and you can see those, I don't know, marbling lines where it dries. And these tend to be the sides I like, the back sides. Okay. Now we just have to figure out what can we do with these. By the way, alcohol ink does stain your hand. I can't remember where I put my trash can. I'm turning the lights back on. It does come off your hands after a couple days. It's in this area that it takes forever. This is not my first rodeo with getting alcohol ink all over my hand. Putting this stuff. I want to make a better holder for my alcohol ink so I can see them all. And since I really don't plan on doing anything with them right now, here we go again, Mama. How can I resist ya? Alright, so I did do back to the, I'll get back to that later. And just, yeah, I'll try to make that a whole separate video. This is the other one we did. No, it's in the book. This is the one I did the other day. I showed you. And then these. I like those. Alright. Now I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I mean, we can do another pocket like we did. However, I think I'm going to make these a tag. So let's get the ones we did over here. Like I said, I had no rhyme or reason today when I started out other than alcohol inks on vellum. What we were going to do with them, anybody's guess. Excuse me. And I bet, I mean, I suppose I could like die cut these, but doing this fall journal. Maybe not the fastest at this stuff, but hey. You get what you pay for. Ha. So here are some backgrounds, and actually, let me get out my, gotta move some. I really need a professional organizer. People are like, just do it yourself. Well, that's all well and good until you're overwhelmed like I am. And I'm going to drop everything. Okay, so let us get out the fall-ish. That's still going to be an envelope. I still want to make this an envelope of some sort. I'm into my jelly mono prints. Trying to get out as much fall as I can. I want to find something that will be complementary. Alright, I think I'm to the end of what could be fall. Alrighty. This is tracing paper on mono printing, by the way. And we all... Oh, come on, move it. Move it, move it. You've got to move it, move it, move it. Alrighty. Now we have all of this to choose from. Whatever are we going to decide? I don't know. Sounded like my... Alright. Not go for my alcohol inks. I've just got too much going on. My nephew said that to me once because I tend to, like, on side tables and stuff, I tend to, like, pile it up with crap. You know, because why walk? Never mind. Anyway, my nephew once said, and I laughed because it was like that was such a nice way of saying I'm a mess. He said to my side table, he's like, there's no room for anything. And he's just like, you've just got a lot going on right here. Like, that's really cute. Yeah, I do have a lot going on. Yes, I do. All right. So what I'm wanting is something complimentary, and I don't even know how. So they're not going to appear, obviously. I want to attach it to this, like that. But I'm wanting something that kind of goes. Because, you know, gotta be matchy-matchy. Or at least tonally or in the mood. Kind of like this one. It's a contender. Ooh, that one's a contender. I really like that one as a contender. Kind of hard to journal on the back of them, though. But, on the other hand, it is a nice... It is a nice... dark. I think I'm going to try to stick with the lighters. So I'm going to do this one. Ew, don't do that. For right now, this is what's happening. My fault. Don't worry, there's piles in here. I know, I still haven't put everything back because, you know, Ellen, I need somebody who is organized by nature because I am not. Absolutely am not. All right. What am I looking for? My trimmer. Bought a new trimmer. It was like $21. And I hate to be all fangirly, but one thing I like about Laurel Beard is she seems to have kind of my style with the very visual. And I did not know. I have been looking for a guillotine, but I didn't know you could get one with a guide wire so inexpensive. I can't find a guillotine I can afford. But this, I like it because there's a guide wire right down there. And I can see that because that's part of my issue. I know I'm not alone, but I do. One of mine is I have nerve damage in my eyes. And, which means I have a hard time seeing, you know, across like this or down with all the grid lines. I don't see that very well. So it was very hard for me, even on my Timmy trimmer, to get everything lined up and to be able to see, like on a guillotine. If I put my paper in, I can't see from top to bottom where it's going to land very easily. So, yeah, it doesn't work for me. But this one so far, I have a little trial and error and figure out where exactly it cuts with the guide wire. It seems sometimes cut just a little bit that way to the left. Here we go. And it's got a little lock. Yes, you got to replace the blades, but I'm about to really have a craft lunch over there. That's what I'm doing after this one. That's enough. Okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to stick this on? Well, I'm kind of going to do a little bit what I did in another video, excuse me, I'm being really loud. So was making sure I didn't have another one already started, using my tiniest, narrowest double-sided tape. And since I am more of a fan of this, I'm going to tape it on this side. I mean, this is fine and everything, but I just like how it looks on the opposite side. So sue me. Where's the tip? Yep, there it is. So all I'm going to do is just small, or as small as I can get, right on the corners. So there's less to see. And if you have something dark, like throughout here, you can hide it behind. That'll work out great as well. Trying to get it as close to the edge as I can. For goodness sake. What else have I been up to? I don't know. You know, prayers go out to the world right now with Ukraine and Israel and all that stuff. I don't like war. Oh boy, I feel like I'm just not a lot to say. Nothing new with Easter. Shouldn't done anything especially naughty. So there's that. This is taking me longer than I anticipated. There. Now, let's see if there's... Sorry, I'm not supposed to be seeing it. There. And now just peel off the backs. And hopefully don't take off the tape with it. I hope you have enjoyed this project as much as I'm enjoying doing these. This is basically all I've done. And here we go. Stop. So I've made this playlist on YouTube of music videos. It's called Attitude Adjustment. It's private, but mainly because there's an explicit song by Kid Rock. Oop, and there's my timer going off. Oop, no, go this way. Go that way. Crap on a crap cracker. We're losing. Where's my phone? Okay, my phone fell. Alright, this just irritates me. So you can still see it in some of the corners. And we will cut that off. Dadgummit. Oh, what are all my sayings? Mother puss bucket. Crap. Oh, crap on a crap cracker. There's another one I like to use. There's also fudge sticks up a fudge tree. I guess I have to be quiet and concentrate on cutting this. There we go. Close enough for government work, right? Now let's try my new trimmer and see if I can trim right along this without having an issue. The only reason I lock it every time is to keep myself from... There. Let's see how that does. See, as you can see, it cuts just a hair to the left of that. Maybe you can't see it, but it cuts. So here I have it lined. I'm going to put it in the middle. I have it lined up by that guide wire. Right? But it cuts just scotch too much. So there we go. This is not a very thick card. Let's see if we can round it. Yes, it rounds. Ruh-roh. It does if you put it in there right. Darn it. Alright. I moved my trash can under my desk and I can never remember where I put it. Alright. If anybody's interested, let me know and I'll put a thing down. See, I'm going to have to fix that because that's going to drive me out of my head. There. Good enough. So there's that. What did we do today? I don't know. We did this one, and this one, and this one, I believe, and this one. Anyway, so here we have it today. All the things you can do on Vellum. Lots of stuff. There we go. There. Under there. Again, here is the back sides. Here are the fronts. I will link Laurel Beard, her playlist, in my description box on alcohol inks. If you want any inspiration on inks, I've got a video coming up about gelatos. Yay, and what we can do with those. Let me show you a sneak peek. There you go. That's what you can do with those. Where are my other ones? You can do, oh, here's one you like. You can do this with it. Isn't that pretty? Or watercolor. Color stamps and then spritz it with water and stamp it. You never know what you're going to get. So anyway, we will go into those later. That's just a sneak peek. And as always, if you have liked what you saw today, please, please, please give me a thumbs up. It takes a quick second to scroll to the like button. If you want to take it a step further, drop me a smiley face, a happy face, a thumbs up in the comments. Any kind of comment helps get my little tiny, teeny little channel noticed, which is growing, and I thank you all so very, very much. My new subscribers, my old subbies, and let me see if I can go down the list. Wait, it's over here. And so, where'd it go? EM, thank you. I'm just going down seeing if I can find anybody real quick. Andy Filson. Andy, welcome. Alyssa, welcome. And I know who Alyssa is. Hi, Alyssa. Hi. Anyway, so all my new subbies, those are the first ones I can find. Just, and Tidbits from the Attic Mary. Ooh, I'm going to have to go check that out. That sounds very interesting. Her channel does that name. So, again, thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you haven't, share with your friends. Stay tuned. I'm back on the wagon again. I'm just trying to figure out when the filming schedule works the best for me. And on that note, I bid you adieu and peace out. Bye, guys.